Hey, air signs. So I'm doing something a little different, okay? Instead of using those oracle cards to see, what's going on in your head, let's look at the person on your mind, because we already know what's going on in our own head. Like, I was thinking of doing something like different, but let's just look at the person on your mind and then see, like, this is more of like an internal look at them, okay? Because these cards are kind of dark, so I think it deals with the kind of shit people don't talk about, don't come forward with. We'll see how you guys like it. I don't know. You guys know how I feel about oracles. I'm not ungrateful for the gift. It's just that I just don't understand the oracle thing as much as I understand, channeling or cards. Starting with Libra, the person on their mind for Libra. Libra, they'd like a fresh start with you. They'd like to sort of like jump back into things like when like you guys just met again, okay? Something like that. The problem could be distance. Whether that's you're being emotionally distant or you guys are physically distant. It looks like you're physically distant. And it might be the fact that they can't really travel to you, or you can't really travel to them due to like life, and like that's sort of like the holdup here. They also feel very judged by you. Whether you mean to judge them or not, they are feeling very judged by you. So they have contemplated just ending everything with you. They have contemplated like going, well, I don't know how much Libra really cares. I don't know how much Libra really wants to deal with me. I don't know, so they have contemplated that, and then they just feel like this emotional tie to you. They also feel like you suck them in like seductively. Like they can't, there's like this, they can't really resist you. They also feel like it's going to be extremely difficult for them to connect with you the way you guys need, okay? So it's like, okay, that they would have to make a lot of sacrifices, and I think that kind of like scares them a little bit, or is part of the problem. With the Three of Forms here, I feel like I'm going to clarify this one. They have different sides to them. That's what I thought, okay. Could be dealing with a Virgo, not necessarily. Could be even a Cancer. They might give you the impression that they're one way. Like, oh, I'm a homebody. I like to garden. I drink tea. And then the other side of them is like out till 1 o'clock in the morning and, chugging tequila. Just, you might already know this, but it's something to be, yeah. And I do feel like they think that if you figure out that, there's a more wilder side to them, that you may not want to be involved anymore. And I actually think you may already know this. Yeah. In the past, they have been judged by people for this as well. Like, it may have even been what ruined their past relationships. For Libra, what else? What's going on in the mind of the person on their mind? That sounds so stupid. Oh, geez. Libra, I almost get the feeling you're kind of like, as much as you care, you're kind of over this. It's like they might still be on your mind, but I think that you're just like, do something about it or leave my life. I don't care that much, Oops. Yeah. They're fighting in their own head over this. This is more of a them problem than a you problem, for sure. Because it's like they really want to like jump back into this, but they can't rationally do it, because you know, maybe you guys have jobs on different sides of the country. Maybe you guys have like, you know, families, whatever it is. But it's like they're being pulled in the direction to try to fix things with you or work things out with you. And in reality, or when reality hits, is when they become like really upset. This person definitely is dealing with inner demons. I have 333. I don't know if you guys had issues with other people before getting involved, if this person had a like wandering eye, or if this person has some sort of other vices that has also kind of put like a wrench in the whole thing. Libra. They are going to make a step forward towards you, Libra. They are going to try to have this fresh start with you. They are. They're going to put in the effort to do it, okay? Yes. And they are self-aware enough to know that they are the problem. They are not putting any sort of blame on you, okay? They are struggling, but they're not putting any sort of blame on you. There's a lot of guilt. There's a lot of guilt, and there's a lot of shame associated with this person as well. But they are trying to rebuild. They are trying to better themselves. They are trying to rebuild, okay? So whether that works out for you guys or not is really going to be dependent on you, because it doesn't look like you really... I think there are people on your behalf, though, too, I think, that do not want to see the two of you reconnect. So, all right, Libra, I'm going to leave it at that. I really don't get the feeling that you, like, again, you might still care about the person, but I don't get the feeling that you're sitting there, like, on pins and needles waiting to hear from them. All right, so for Gemini, what is going on in the head of the person on your mind? They are being tormented by something, okay? Something between the two of you, obviously, right? This person has a chemical imbalance. And they also have an issue with telling the truth. They have a bit of a cold side to them as well. I don't know if you've already seen it or if you're aware of it, but they can go from like the sweetest, kindest person to a kind of like cruel-ish. I don't want to say like mean, but like cruel-ish sort of closed down person as well. They're trying to heal some sort of inner wound. They could be successful. Shockingly, they could be successful. They see you as their muse. So there's something very deceitful about this person, so just keep that in mind, okay? Again, I don't think that they're not working on themselves. And I don't think they're working on themselves for you. I think they're working on themselves. But it looks like childhood wounds, okay? But there's something still very deceitful about this person. And whether it's them deceiving themselves or you, I just... could be an Aries, doesn't have to be, though I don't see a lot of growth in this whole situation. As a matter of fact, I feel like they fall back on addiction or negative behavior when they don't see things following through. They know they're going to have to pay the price at some point, and I think that is, again, while they're going through self-development, okay? They're not doing this for your sake. They're doing it for their own sake because they don't want to live like this anymore. I'll be honest with you. I don't think you two are going to be reconnecting. They're pulling as single. They're pulling as with some sort of justice, karmic justice coming their way, and with the damned city here, I feel like they have to deal with themselves before they're going to be able to reconnect with you or anybody else. Because that's just, you know, and they know. Like, so even if they're still on your mind, even if you're on their mind, yeah, and it's going to be a very slow process for them. I don't see them getting involved at all with anybody. It's like they know they have these inner demons to work out, and that's what they're going to sort of like be focused on. All right, so we're going to head over to Aquarius now. Aquarius, the person on your mind, what is going on inside of their head? Person on your mind. They're resisting something to do with you guys. Aquarius, they're hurt by you. They're hurt by you. I think that even if they want to forgive and forget, they are struggling to do so. Yeah. These past hurts just keep coming back to them, okay? So even if they sit here and meditate and do the therapy or whatever, they're just having a really hard time getting over anything. I don't think they're thinking too well of you, to be honest with you. They're not. They're not. Aquarius, they see this as a you problem. Leela, damn, girl. Person on their mind. They still have desire for you, Aquarius, but it's just very physical. Could be a water sign, doesn't have to be. Looks like they're working on their income or trying to better themselves, like financially or otherwise, because they feel like, they need to shut down those emotions for you. Yeah. Aquarius, this is, whether or not you did something to them, that's how they feel. Like in their head, they are blaming you. They are feeling like you ruined whatever happened between the two of them. Between the two of you, sorry. I hate shuffling with the oracles in here. They feel like they're seeing things for how they really are now, and they want some sort of change. Could be a Scorpio, doesn't have to be. What else for Aquarius? There's some resentment there. There is. I'm not saying this person's going to bed at night hoping that you fall off a cliff, but there's definitely resentment there. They definitely want to see you get your karma, if that makes sense. Again, I'm not accusing you of something. This is how they're feeling internally. They are tormented by this, partly because they can't emotionally walk away. Okay, so even if they're upset with you, even if they don't want to work this out, they're tormented by their own inner desire for you. They feel like you injured something in them that had happened to them long ago, as it was, like whether they had mommy issues or daddy issues or whatever it was, right? They feel like you triggered that and you brought it back up and you kind of made it harder for them to heal from those past situations, okay? And they feel like you did it on purpose. I'm not saying you did. I'm just saying they feel like that. They feel like they put a lot of trust in you, and that they got hurt. What's the outcome of this? They're just gonna live with this for a while, to be honest with you. I don't actually see it going anywhere. It's just how they're feeling, what's going on. I don't see it really coming to a head. I don't see any sort of closure. I don't see anything like that. I just feel like this person's just gonna sit there and be angry for a while. It makes me think of that movie, but I can't think of the damn name of it. With the bad kid's name was Goob or something, remember? And Goob thinks everybody hates him when they really don't. I don't know why I'm thinking of that, Aquarius, but maybe you know what movie I'm talking about. But it's like the little